is our poor Gulf of Mexico, and but it's been thus, you know, for 50 years. There's been problems, and there's always something. In the 1930s, everybody was starving to death. And now they're just looking for work.
So who are you?
Pardon?
Who are you?
Who are I?
Who am you?
Who am you? Who you be? God, I don't know really how I would describe myself. I'm a mother and a widow and a grandma and a great-grandma.
And you have a name.
Oh, yeah.
Or do you? Are you the
You know
mystery
how old
woman?
I am when I tell you that my name is Thelma.
Thelma.
Thelma. Thelma Lawrence. Like in Lawrence of Arabia.
Uh-huh.
Well, when you find somebody named Thelma, you know they're old. That's
Well,
a peculiar name.
I-
I think it's probably coming back.
I think so too, because I had an aunt. I'm old,
Oh, you're old.
and
I'm sure I got kids your age.
I doubt that. but thank you.
Yeah. Oh God, this world is so full of people, and if people don't help people, there ain't no way anything's ever going to be done, is there?
Now, Thelma, what do you think about the environmental impact that this has caused?
I think it's enormous, and I think it'll be going on for many, many years. Oh, many years. The repercussions are going to be tremendous. And we see that oil floating on top, but I'm sure it's buried down there in the sand now. And when we get storms, it's going to be lifted up. You know, for the next 20 years, probably. It never goes away. It just won't ever go away. I don't think ever.
You know, there was a report on CNN not too long ago about almost all of the workers on the Exxon Valdez oil spill are dead.
Are dead?
Dead.
Is that right?
So all these workers that are on the beach cleaning this up, and they're young people. Actually, they're not, they would consider them not significant people.
Right, yeah, okay.
So they don't mind giving them a job to clean this stuff up.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Oh. You know that they're all dead, those Exxon people?
Yeah, most of them are dead.
Is that because of old age or because of
No,
inhaling?
that was only, what, 15 years ago?
Oh.
Wasn't it?
Oh, they were not old.
No. And there's so much toxicity in the water that it kills every kind of life that could be in that water, and it's dispersing up into the atmosphere through, you know, evaporation, come back down in rain.
Yes, yeah, that's true. Oh yeah.
I'm not a conspiracist, but in my way of thinking, Florida is ruined, and possibly the whole East Coast.
I hope you're wrong.
I do too,
Okay.
because I live here. But think about this. Okay, we're not getting any tourism. That's dwindled.
Right.
And when the oil hits our beaches, it's going to be nil. We rely on tourism here to make everything work.
That's true.
All the businesses are going to close up.
Yep.
And what's going to happen? Utilities will be shut off because
Yes,
there's no taxes to
you
collect.
really do see it now with the shops that are boarded up. That's
Already?
Yeah, that's very true.
Right? Because it's not going to stay no matter what you do.
So anyway, my thrust on all of this is to expose what's going on in our environment and try to get something done about it, because this is devastating.
Oh, Absolutely. What I'm so surprised about is that BP had no arrangement in the event that something like this happened. If they sprung a leak, they didn't have an arrangement to take care of it. It's like you know the fire station down on the road. They get a fire and they don't have a hose. I mean, why in the world wouldn't they be prepared? It's so.
Well, you remember, well, not too long ago when the huge companies were mass cutting our forests, and people tried to stop them from doing that, and they just did it anyway. They don't care.
Yeah.
And the same thing is happening here. All they want is the profit. I think if shareholders were held responsible for the companies that they hold stock in, none of this stuff would happen.
Maybe so. Yeah.
But anyway, this interview is not about me, it's about you.
Duh. Maybe we just ought to get some lobbyists together and go to Washington. Lobbyists that make all the arrangements.
We don't have enough money.
Our government.
You get $800 a month, I get 11. That's it. We don't have the money to do that.
I think the lobbyists go to Washington and make the deals and the laws and the rules.
Yeah. So tell me about your time on NPR. That must have been very interesting.
Yeah, I never worked, actually. I was never employed by NPR. No. Probably, that's where I heard about this program on NPR. I listened to it all day long.
I did too.
And I heard, I don't know who it was, talking about you're doing this.
Yeah.
And that's when I called Ingrid. So, but I used to, for quite some long time, Read for the Blind, which is a program out of WGCU, and that's still going on. But I sort of retired from that, and mostly my volunteering now is done with special equestrians. They teach developmental kids to ride and how to handle a horse and how to tack him up and how to shovel horse manure. That's what I do every Saturday morning.